Alright, what's up guys? So in this episode we're gonna try and fix everything in terms of errors and um, warnings and things like that. So I want to do this so that you can see how I'm making changes in the project, so that you don't just see a new thing or something like that. So it's also a way to learn, because debugging is also good in software development. So I'm just gonna take some time, because this is the new Xcode 9, and there's Swift 4 now, and I haven't done this in a while. I'm just gonna do all the editing or do all the corrections where necessary, and especially the Carthage. So it's showing like a warning or an error, so it's not compiling. So just want to fix that so we can see everything together, and then we don't get left out. All right, so let's go straight into the project. All right, so this is the project right now, and I just opened it after a while, and saw all these compile errors and warnings. So I'm just going to try and fix all this right now, so that in case you have this kind of problem, you can look at this as well and correct everything. So I have this right here, Swift conversion error or Swift conversion warnings, convert to Swift 4, and I also have to validate the project, and I also have this compile error for the Chameleon framework. So if I click on this one, it shows me right here, the custom color class says it can't find the Chameleon framework. So what I'm going to do is just try and fix this. I'm going to remove all the previous Chameleon framework that I installed. Just take everything out, take everything away from the libraries, and install fresh, clean, new Chameleon framework, and then we take care of the other warnings. Alright, so I'm just going to make this video really fast. I'm not going to take too much time. After this, I want to go straight to adding the tab bar and every other thing. Alright, so this is the compile error and the other warnings. Alright, so first of all, we need to go to the directory. So to do that, I have it open right here. This is the directory, and in this directory you're gonna have a cat file, you're gonna have a Carthage folder, right? So this is the cat file here, and this is the Carthage folder, and this is the previous this is the Chameleon right there, the one that's giving the error warnings. So the first thing I'm going to do is delete all the Chameleon framework. So I'm going to right click on this one and delete like that, and select remove select move to trash. Like we want to permanently delete it from this project. So select move to trash. So it takes that away, and go to the folder. This is the folder for the project. You can see here, FLAVR recipe, flavor recipe. So just gonna delete all this, move it to trash, delete everything that starts with cat, delete the folder, move to trash. Alright, so we just have only the Xcode project and the folder for the Xcode. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is install a new Chameleon framework. So this is what I'm going to do. Right, this is what I'm going to do. So open your terminal right here, right? Let me go back to the beginning. Alright, so if you open your terminal, you're not going to be in the directory of the project folder for the FLAVR. So this is what you're going to type. Type cd space, and then you're going to right click on this icon, this blue one like that. You can see like that. So just get your terminal on the side, drag it like that, right click and drag it, and drop it on the terminal, hit enter, and now it's going to take you to this Xcode proj file. So that's where you are right now. So you can see it says flavr.xcode proj file. So this is the Xcode project file. We want to go up one level away from this project, and like this is the folder now. You can see this FLAVR recipe folder, for all the Swift files and blah blah blah. And this is the Xcode file itself, the Xcode project itself, and that's where we are in the terminal right here. That's where we are in the terminal. So we want to come out from this Xcode project file and come to this area here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to type cd ... to go back, and right now if I type ls enter, it shows me those two, the folder and the Xcode project, like we have in the folder, like we have here, right? These two things. So this is where we are right now. So once you're here, you're gonna type touch cart file like that. So touch, and remember it has to be uppercase C. If you don't get the uppercase C, it's gonna tell you it can't find the cart file. So uppercase C ARTFILE. So when you type that, it will create a cart file. So I'm going to type ls again, and you can see now we have three stuff in the folder. You can see the cart file here, it was created. So you can type open cart file. This is just a lazy way to open it from the terminal, like that. So this is this cart file itself here, opened. So now we're going to copy the address to the GitHub of Carthage or Camelon, sorry. So we're going to copy the address of the Camelon project in GitHub, and we're going to paste it here, right? So go to Camelon GitHub page, and then navigate to installation, and it's going to bring you to this installation. This one's for CocoaPod, this one's for CocoaPod Objective-C, and this one's for CocoaPod Swift. So just copy this line here for the cat file or Carthage installation. Then go to the cat file, paste it there, and then Ctrl S or Command S. I say Ctrl S because I'm coming from Windows and I still say Control. So Command S to save, right? And then you close it. So next thing you're gonna do after you've done that, you're gonna type. Now this is Carthage with a TH instead of or CART. So you're gonna type like this, Carthage, like that, Carthage, and then you're gonna type update. No, that's not how to spell update. And then you're gonna do -- platform, then iOS, like that, right? So Carthage update platform iOS, and then hit enter. So it should just go fetch the new or the latest Camelon project. Just give it a little time and it's gonna build and it'll be ready. So right now it's ready. I'm gonna type ls again to check all the folders. In fact, let me clear this and type ls again. So to clear your screen, you're just gonna type clear CLR, enter to clear out the whole screen. Now type ls to show you all the folders again. So this is everything now. You can see created a Carthage folder, and then we created some other files. So we're going to open the Carthage folder. It's just the same thing as going to the folder and open it like this, right? So once you open the Carthage folder, go to build, go to iOS, and you see this Camelon.framework right here inside the iOS folder. This is what we want to copy, right? So you go to your Xcode project, select this blue icon here for the flavor recipe, and make sure you have this target selected here, because it could be on this project like this. If it's on this project, you won't see that screen. So select this and select the target like that, and go to build phases. If you go to build phases, expand this link binaries, binary with libraries, and also expand this embed frameworks. So now we're going to go to that folder that we opened. Just minimize this a little bit, and then select the Camelon framework, drag it, and drop it in the link binary with libraries. And now you're going to go back again to the folder, select the Camelon framework, and drop it in the embed frameworks. Now it's going to ask you just make sure you copy like this. Make sure you copy this thing like that, and hit finish. And then after that, all you want to do is Command Shift K to clean it. So once you type Command Shift K like that to clean it, then you want to build it. Command B to build. So it's just gonna compile and build everything. Okay, so that takes care of the Camelon. We can go to the custom color now. You see it's not complaining. Create overload to use UI kit library to create custom colors without using Camelon. Okay, yeah, that's a tutorial you have to do. Have to do it without depending on the Camelon framework. That's creating custom colors or creating gradient with the CA layer gradient class, something like that. But that's going to be for another time. Alright, so that takes care of one of the errors of the Camelon. You can see this Camelon right here. I like to drag it and put it in this Camelon folder like that. If it's going to allow me to do that, drop it like that. Yeah. Alright, so let me check the other warnings. Select this validate project settings like that, and it's going to select these two options, build settings and then the project, and then you want to select perform changes. Close this one because I double clicked. And after that, you want to do Command Shift K to clean it again, and Command B to build it again. Okay. Alright, so we have one more warnings, and that's this conversion to Swift 4. So this is the last warning right now, last Swift warning. So I'm just going to convert it to Swift 4 right now. Just stay with the minimize inference, the recommended one. Hit next, and say manual steps necessary, and hit OK. Okay, so just select this custom button, and you can see the stuff that was changed. And it's this place where we had the text in the text field for the the spacing, the pattern in the text field, where we use the MS current attributed name. This is change it to MS attributed string key dot current. Alright, so my laptop is like heating up right now. do like a barbecue. So I'm just gonna hurry up so it doesn't turn off. Alright, so just note these changes. Um, I'm gonna add it to the description. This few changes in the code so it doesn't break, because this is Swift 4 right now. So just hit save, and that's it. So project is clean. Control Shift K, clean it one more time. Okay, one more error. Alright, so this is another error that is very interesting, right? So if you get this Swift, the use of Swift 3 OBJC inference in Swift 4 mode is deprecated, right? So this is an interesting error. I was like checking all the Stack Overflow cases, right, and the answers. So I found this solution. You can do a Google search on this error or this one, to show you some solutions on Stack Overflow. This was the one I found, and this guy said, if you go to the targets and you go to like the build settings, build settings. If you go to build settings and type this OBJC, you can just turn it off like that. So this is what the guy was saying. If you go to the project folder, okay, this is the project folder. Select this blue icon of the app and go to build settings and type at obj like that, right? And then it's going to bring out the Swift compiler code generation. So just right here where it says on, this on option, select that and put it off like that. Right? That's what the guy said. Just turn it off or default. Right? You can turn it off or select default. But I'll just put it off right now. And after you do that, it should be good. So Command Shift K to clean the project again, and Command B, and it shouldn't have any warnings. I don't think we're gonna have any warnings. That's all for now. Alright, so the project is clean right now. So yeah, just want to show you guys, in case you have had all these warnings or all these errors, what you can do to like clean up everything, especially the Carthage. It took me a little bit of time to like figure out how to clean everything. So this is where we are right now. Next thing is to start creating the tab bar and start doing those other stuff we had in the wireframes. Alright, so I'm going to leave this in a project folder where you can download. I'm going to put it on a drive or something so you can download it as a starter project. Man, this computer is fine. Fine, man. After buying a MacBook, still the same. Well, you have to still program, right? Alright, so the next thing is I'm gonna put this in a starter file where you can download everything. So if you don't want to correct anything, or you want to start from this point, just download the starter project and just follow along. So next thing I'm also gonna do is probably put everything in the GitHub. So if you wanna download it from there as well. But I'll have a link in the description where you can download it, as a starter project or a starter file, and you can just follow along from here. Alright, so for those of you just subscribing, I want to say thanks for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to my channel. This is where I put out my journey in learning iOS and trying to learn how to build an app and program. So this is like me teaching myself and sharing my experience, right? So just make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And if you're subscribed, I want to say thanks. If you're also watching this without subscribing, I want to say thanks for watching as well. Be sure to leave your comments, and if you have any suggestions, if you know any stuff I can improve on, or any points or any advice, just leave it down in the comments, and I'll be glad to learn from you. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you like it, and stay tuned for the next episode, which is going to be on the timeline. See you guys next one.
Perfect speeches, perfect preaching on what I'm sure my words are teaching, moving flows to and fro throughout the globe, soul smashing.